Welcome back to Ladybug Lane Soaps, and this is Margie, and I hope everybody is having a good day. So, I had such an interesting night last night. I was preparing for my Easter soap, which I know I'm so far behind, but it's just the way it is. So, I made up just a small batch of, let me move these out of the way, of batter. And I wanted to try to make these little daffodils, and I had been watching the YouTube different channels of piping daffodils for like the frosting. And so my batter was like very, very thin, runny, whatever you want to call it. It did not get thick fast at all, and I thought, hey, you know what, I'll just let it sit here in the kitchen and I'll go off and fold some laundry or something. Well, of course, you know, as soon as your back is turned, my let's see, so I had the yellow and some lavender and pink, and it just was thicker than pea soup, and oh my gosh, it was just terrible. So I forgot what time it was. I don't know, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. It felt like around 2 o'clock in the morning when I got done, and it was just a disaster. And so one of my sweet boys, he's like, Mom, it's okay. He says, at least you're trying. And I thought, oh, bless his little heart. So I used the white melt and pour. I forgot if it's regular melt and pour or the low sweat, but they're not sweating at the moment. So I thought the colors turned out pretty good. And then, so I'm going to keep the base of the soap hopefully simple. Maybe I'll turn around here. So I'm going to have 4 layers, probably the lavender. Let me yak my way here. So this is the Lavish Lavender Mica from Nurture Soap. So I'm going to try to put that on the bottom. And then for the pink, oh, what did I add here? I kind of added a little bit of everything. Electric Bubblegum from Brambleberry, Pink Lemonade Mica from Nurture Soap, and just a little bit of the Red Violet mica powder from Nurture Soap. And for the blue, both from Nurture Soap, I put in just a little bit of the Tropic Teal, a little bit more of the Baby Blue. And then I'm going to try to, cross fingers, try to pipe a little bit of the grass. First time I've ever piped grass. And this tip, I want to say it's the 233. Where's the numbers? Hello, there we are. Yes, Wilton 233. And these holes are very small. I have never, first time I've used this tip since I've bought it. And I know there is a larger tip out there which I don't have, so we're just gonna give that one a go. If it doesn't work, whatever. Let's see, both from Nurture Soap. I think I'll probably use more of this green Vibrance. I don't know if that's the color that I want, maybe just a hint of the sea green. Oh, and it also says that this FO can cause ricing. So I think what I'm going to do is, after I get the colors split off into the 4s here, and just a little bit for the grass, I'm not going to add the fragrance oil until I'm just about ready to lay down the layer. So according to Brambleberry's description, it says, our sweet pea is delicate and yet strong enough to hold up in cold process. The Mediterranean sweet pea has pineapple and plumeria top notes to add a subtle and cheery sweetness to the blend. Sweet pea also has strawberry and clover middle notes and is rounded out with a deep, creamy musk and sandalwood for staying power. So, we shall see. All right, Let's go, let's go. Okay, so we're at 81 for the oils. That's good. 86.9 for the lye. Okay. I always get a little apprehensive when I'm working with a fragrance oil that could be naughty. And I'm not quite sure how these layers are going to work. I think I've only did one other soap that has layers. Had layers, there we go. I need to stand on my little stool here. Okay, so while this yellow was setting up, I was cleaning up my equipment, so we're just down to the green, and I will say that I think all the colors are probably going to turn out lovely except for the pink. I know I put in too much of the Brambleberries electric bubble gum in, because I had to put in a lot of the titanium dioxide, and I'm sure as I'm standing here that color will probably do the have the glycerin rivers, and just because there's so much extra water in it. But you know what? Onward. So, and as you have seen, the fragrance is rising, but it blends out very, very easily. All right, let's stop there. Okay. So everybody, guys and gals, gals and guys. So my question to you is, why do you think people are so hard on themselves? Like, maybe just like me putting in too much of the pink colorant. I mean, I'm not killing myself, but I wish I had just kind of put just a little bit in, and as I say, it's not going to be the end of the world, but I'll probably have a couple of pretty layers, and then there's going to be this Pepto-Bismol pink in there, but so do you think, I guess I'm just wondering if women are harder on themselves with things, or guys. I don't know, because the soaping group that I belong to on Facebook, the Saponification Nation, I see so many of the gals when they post something, one of their soaps, and it could either be a soap that they're maybe having difficulties with, first time they've used a fragrance oil, a piping method, a colorant, a technique, or it could just be the most beautiful soap in the world, and they still say, oh, what a fail, what a fail. And I guess I just don't know. So let me know. I'm curious. Let me know, please, if you think that women or men kind of are harder on themselves. So, okay, well, I'm going to turn the camera off for a few minutes until this gets a little bit thicker, so I can pipe it on top. Okay. So I want an egg here, and then a daffodil. And I did put a row of the grass, and I think this is going to be all right. It doesn't feel like it's very firm, but if I don't make the grass really tall, then it will stay up pretty much. All right, welcome back everybody. And I need to apologize. The camera that was fully charged died just before I was doing the flowers here. So I'm so sorry that you didn't get to see me put everything in. And so I hope you can kind of see it all here. I got the grasses in, and I think it turned out pretty good. I'm not quite sure, you know, how the grasses are going to look, you know, during the cut and everything. But this is my first Easter soap, and I'm really glad that I made these little I don't know what you want to even call these little blobs here that I made last night when I was making these daffodils. I just had some extra batter. I put the pink and the purple and the yellow in a piping bag, and it was kind of one of those roughly tips, and so I'm glad that I had them because I think that they look pretty cute next to the yellow Easter egg. So once again, thank you everybody for watching, and I'll be probably cutting this in a day or two. So everybody have a good day. Bye-bye. All right, so I'm back for the cutting of this Easter soap. So let's give it a cut here. That feels like a big piece. All right, so I need to hold it down like that. All right, oh, a little bit up. Okay, so so yesterday in the video I was explaining that this pink was probably going to be, there we go, a little bit on the pinker side, and I didn't know if it was going to be all right, but you know what, it's okay. I like this purple, I like the yellow. Yes, the pink probably could have been a whole lot lighter, pastel. And this baby blue, remember I had added some of the sea green, so that's kind of what happened there. But anyway, you know what, on the whole, for my first Easter soap, I thought it turned out pretty good. And there's some at the top. And so like I was saying, oh, back that up a little bit. Yesterday, remember my question is, I was kind of asking, you know, if men or women are harder on themselves on something like this. And, you know, I figure, you know, these colors maybe aren't perfect, but I am not going to call it a fail. These colors maybe are not what I expected. Are we in there? There we go. But it is anything from a fail. You know, especially from my first time making this type of a layered Easter soap. But this grass this morning, when I checked on this grass, so I had it. I had the soap sitting in the laundry room, and I don't know if it was just kind of warmer in there, but this grass was kind of like two different colors. Now you know what? I'm gonna have to cut right through one of these little flowers. Oh no. There we go. So they kind of did all come back to one color. So next time, you know, I will definitely do something different with the pink, and actually I need to order maybe some of the pink vibrance from Nurture Soap, just a regular pink. There we go. But it was kind of funny because when I was after I had dumped all of that pink in, I kind of broke the cardinal rule. When one of my sayings around the house is that, you know, especially like, you know, when you're baking, you know, you can always put more in, but you can't take it out. And leave it to me. You know, I broke the old cardinal rule. Oh, I thought that the daffodils turned out pretty good there. So anyway, I think I'm gonna probably have to keep this soap probably in the laundry room for maybe another week or two, because it is a very strong fragrance oil. Yeah, I think it turned out okay, the little eggs and everything. So I guess I don't need to be cutting up this whole loaf, gang. So anyway, thank you again.